Good evening, India. Welcome to our Glory Globe TV's breaking news. Yes, the Supreme Court has said a 5-judge constitutional bench will examine whether Parliament can abrogate the constitutional principles of governance for the Delhi government by making a law to take away its control over services. The centre recently issued an ordinance on the Delhi services matter by exercising its powers under Article 239 AA, a special provision in the constitution pertaining to the national capital. The top court, which on Thursday referred to a constitutional bench the Delhi government's plea challenging the centre's ordinance, uploaded its order on its website containing the legal questions to be dealt by the larger bench. We accordingly refer the following questions to a constitutional bench. 1. What are the contours of the power of Parliament to enact a law under Article 239 A within bracket 7, and 2. Whether Parliament in the exercise of its power under Article 239 A within first bracket 7 can abrogate the constitutional principles of governance for the national capital territory of Delhi, said the order passed by a bench of Chief Justice D.Y. Chandrachud and Justice P.S. Narasimha and Manoj Mishra. A 10-page order penned by the CJI said there were two preliminary issues which arose for the consideration by a large bench. The first is on the import of Section 3A of the ordinance. Section 3A removes entry 41 services of list second state list from the legislative competence for the NCTD on the exclusion of entry 41 from the NCTD's legislative power. The government of the NCTD cases to have executive power over services because executive power is so terminus with the legislative power, the order said. This issue therefore is whether a law could completely remove Delhi government's executive power over services, it said, adding that the aspect of services under entry 41 was also interconnected with the validity of Section 3A of the ordinance. While referring the Delhi government's plea to the Constitution bench, it had rejected the vehement submission of the city dispensation that there was no need for referring the matter to a constitution bench as it will paralyze the whole system during its pendency. On Thursday, the bench raised a query with regard to the ordinance and said it took away the control of services from the control of the Delhi government. The constitution excludes 3 entries of lists, 2 statewise related to police, law and order and land from the control of the Delhi government, it said. What you, Centre, have effectively done is that the Constitution says, bearing 3 entries, Delhi Legislative Assembly has the power, but the ordinance takes away entry 41 services of the list 2 also from the power. That is the effect of Section 3A of the ordinance, the bench said. The bench had recently issued notices to the Centre and Delhi Lieutenant Governor on the plea while refusing to grant an interim stay on the ordinance on control over services in the national capital. Article 239A deals with special provisions with respect to Delhi in the constitution, and sub-article 7 says Parliament may by law make provisions for giving effect to or supplementing for provisions contained in the foregoing clauses and for all matters incidental or consequential thereto. Beyond this report, Glory Globe TV, Delhi, India.